No.
I tried to ring the office today and it just wasn't picking up. I assumed you had a bank holiday.
No.
So I just gave up in the end because I just thought that it must be closed. I couldn't get it. Just answered. There was a yes, we're here, and then it just was dead. So I just gave up in the end. Didn't take much.
Katie, this is recording. Do you know that?
I think Eddie's recording there. Are you, Eddie?
He is there.
No, I'm not recording it now. Am I?
Coming to you from Coleraine tonight in the North Coast. I am going to chat to you this evening about, along with two other ladies, Sheila Munro from Cork and the lovely Lee Moran from Athlone. And I'm going to introduce you to our Juice Plus products very simply this evening and tell you a little bit about my story and a little bit about the business opportunity. Okay, so 2 years ago in May 16, I was introduced to the Juice Plus products. At that time, my two daughters were struggling, one with very poor skin and the other one with constant sore throats. The daughter, Sophie, with bad skin was about to be put in Roaccutane. My husband, Alan, is a pharmacist. He wasn't completely happy about her going on that drug. So we were just looking for an alternative. She was only 13 at the time. And Cynthia and Scott White introduced me to the Juice Plus products and said that they might be worth a try. So I was a PE teacher. I had an interest in health and nutrition. And I just thought it was an amazing concept when she explained to me that it was just whole foods in a capsule. We decided as a family to go on the products, and 10 months down the line, Sophie's skin had cleared immensely. Now, she still would get teenage outbreaks, but nothing like what she was suffering. Diana has not had an antibiotic since December 2016. She would have had 3 or 4 a year. Alan and myself both have experienced more energy, better sleep quality, stronger hair, skin, nails, just better overall immunity. We haven't had any sickness in our house for 2 years. So it's been a fantastic product for us. And on that same day, I decided to join the business. The business opportunity is a fantastic opportunity. It's a £50 investment. For anybody wanting a part-time income alongside what they're already doing. Very often that leads to a full-time project. It is a global business, so there are no territories. You are self-employed, but you have none of the disadvantages of a normal self-employed person. Normally when you're self-employed, if you don't work, you don't earn any money. With this business, once you build up the residual income, you can take time off and you will still be earning. So that's the whole ethos behind it. Network marketing is growing enormously. It's providing great opportunities online for everybody. Older people, younger people, students, anyone who's interested in earning a part-time income. It's low investment. You've no rent, rates, overheads, no staff. You literally run your business from your phone or your laptop. You've no stock to invest in, no big packages to buy. All you have to be is a customer yourself. So it's a fantastic opportunity for anybody who wants to build a residual income for the future. So if you do the job once, you get paid over and over again. So it's what we call residual income. Okay, so it allows you to work around your kids and your family. Most people, who are working do not see their kids over the summer. So this opportunity allows you to spend more time with your family. Maybe some mums would rather not be spending time with their as much time with their kids. Can't wait to get them back to school. But some do find it difficult getting cover and childcare during the holidays. So it's fabulous for that. The products are fantastic. You're getting yourself healthy, you can get your family healthy, and you can earn money at the same time. Okay, so very quickly, our flagship product are our whole food capsules, fruit, vegetable and berry capsules. These are 30 superfoods. The fruits, vegetables and berries are vine ripened, which means that they reach their full nutritional density. They are grown on 3rd generation farms. Farmers are paid a year in advance to grow the products. And as opposed to juicing, when you juice, you throw away the skin, the seeds and the cellulose pulp. Loads of nutrition in those parts of the fruits and veg. Juice Plus pulp, or put the whole food in. Skin, seeds, cellulose pulp, everything. The water, sugar, salt are removed, And then the pulp that is left is dried at extremely low temperatures and powdered and put into a capsule. The capsule is gluten-free, vegan-friendly, vegetarian-friendly. It's derived from tapioca. So there's no nasty gelatin in the capsules. On the back, you'll see it's nutrition information. So it's a food, not a supplement. It doesn't say supplement information. This is just concentrated food in a capsule. In fact, a fantastic innovation. And it just allows us to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. We're meant to be eating apparently now between 7 and 13 portions a day of raw fruits, veg and berries. Most of us would struggle to do that every day. You know, we do eat a lot of fruit and veg in our family, but we would struggle every day. And to get the variety and the quality. If you don't vine ripen fruits and veg, they don't reach their highest nutritional density. So most of the fruits and veg in our supermarkets are not nutritionally dense because they're picked unripened, so that by the time they travel here, very often it will say ripen in the bowl. So they're not vine ripened before they leave. And unless most of us can, you know, unless you can live under a banana tree and, you know, catch the fruit as it drops, you're not going to get the best quality. That's why we have to eat so many more portions nowadays than what you would have had to 50 years ago. Okay, the other thing about these capsules, if an adult takes this package, the trio or the fruit and veg, Juice Plus sponsor children free. So you can get the fruit and veg capsules for over 13-year-olds or the gummies for under 13s. The gummies have the same fruit and veg powders in them as in the capsules. They also have beeswax and some guar gum, and they add a little tapioca syrup to make them sweet, so the children like the taste of them. They're absolutely delicious. They're a really good alternative to sweets, even for adults. So those are a great product. And the CHS, the Children's Health Study, where they sponsor the Children Free, is the largest observational study of its kind worldwide. The products themselves are the most highly researched nutritional product in the world. We have over 35 clinical studies behind this product, all independently carried out in universities and hospitals around the world. Okay, so the research is not done by Juice Plus, it's done, the researchers actually come to Juice Plus and are coming all the time to ask them to do research on their products. So it's done independently and it's done in universities and hospitals, and the studies are listed in some of the top medical journals in the world, okay? Our next encapsulated product is our Omega. This was only brought out last year. The Juice Plus product, the Juice Plus company is 25 years old this year. The Omega capsules are a broad spectrum Omega. They are 100% plant-based, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, vegetarian-friendly. They contain Omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and they are not isolated. So they're a broad-based spectrum Omega. They're a whole food product. So they're not synthetic, they're not isolated. When you buy Omega, you normally buy an Omega-3 or Omega-6. There's no fish used in the production of these Omegas. The Juice Plus grow their own algae. They also have in there pomegranate oil, raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn berry, tomato seed oil, and safflower oil. So it's a broad spectrum Omega, suitable for everybody. Great, we can't make Omegas in our bodies, so you have to supplement with an Omega. It's fantastic for heart health, brain health, and eye health. And we're also getting great results with hair, skin, and nails with this product as well. Only been on the market about a year now. Okay, that is our oil for your body. This is your phytonutrition, your micronutrients. Okay, so it's like the oil in a car. You put petrol in the car to make it go, but if you don't put oil in it, sooner or later things start to go wrong. So this range is for, you know, the oil in your body. It works at a cellular level, protecting your DNA, protecting your cell wall, and helping your immunity, cardiovascular health, skin health, etc. So our complete range was designed for athletes, pre and post recovery. All the Juice Plus products are Olympic certified. And the complete is basically what it says. It is a completely nutritionally balanced meal. Some people use it as a meal replacement if they're trying to lose a little bit of weight, but it's not a weight loss product per se. It's packed full of nutrition. It's your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. It's got spirulina, millet, amaranth, quinoa, vitamin B12 in there, which a lot of people are lacking at the minute. So it's a fantastic, quick, easy breakfast if you're a breakfast skipper. It's a great, easy lunch, great snack, pre and post workout. The chocolate one kids love. You can make overnight oats with this, protein bites, pancakes, loads and loads of things you can put this into to add to your nutrition. There's nothing better if you're a breakfast skipper than this, far better than a croissant and a cup of coffee. You can get one of these into you in the morning. Okay, these also come in a handy sachet version as well, which are great for people to take to work. And they also come in a bar version, a chocolate version and a fruit version. Our other complete product is our booster. This is a fibrous product. It comes from the konjac root. It's got glucomannan in it, which is highly fibrous. When you stir this into a glass of water 20 minutes before a meal, it will curb your appetite because as you drink it, it swells up, lines your stomach and trains it back into the size it should be. It's not something you use long term, but it's got green tea extract in it, oat oil, which is good for your skin. It's a great product to use alongside the capsules or the complete shakes. And it is perfectly safe. It's just a natural product, say from the konjac root. But because it's highly fibrous, it absorbs a large amount of water and makes you feel fuller before your meals, so you don't eat as much. So it can help to reduce your calorie intake by about 25%. Okay, so those are the products. I am now going to hand you over to Sheila Munro from Cork, lovely Sheila, who is over here with her husband and 2 boys. Sheila's originally from Cork and she met her husband in Australia while travelling and never came home, married him. And her dream was I'll let you tell the story.
Don't ruin my story. No. Thank you, Katie. Always love hearing. I learned so much from you when you share the product. You've got such a depth of knowledge on it, and even 7 years on, I get excited hearing about it. Again and again, knowing what it's doing for all of us, and for me especially. So 7 years ago, I got introduced to the product by a nutritionist. At the time, I wasn't eating the way I needed to be eating when it came to fruit and veg. I had 2 small children, 2 boys under the age of 3 at the time, so I was a busy mum, and it was the crusts of the bread that I was eating at lunchtime and their leftovers, which was definitely not where I needed to be. And the reason why I needed to, or why I had decided that I wanted to eat better was because 6 years prior to that, I was diagnosed with MS, and luckily I was on the mild benign end of the spectrum, and there is a spectrum with MS. Mine didn't require medication at the time, and luckily 12 years on, I'm still medication free, but I didn't take the diagnosis lying down. My neurologist said, "Oh, look, you just have to wait and see," and I thought, well, it's got to be something I can do. And and that's the thing, there's always something we can do, no matter what life throws at us. And I think the medical world are great, and they do a great job, but they can only take you so far. And it's up to each one of us as individuals to actually take control of our own health. And that's why I love the Juice Plus products, is that it's a really simple and easy way to take control of your health and take that first step, that first change, one simple change, as we call it. But before I knew about Juice Plus, I was doing it the hard way, and that was juicing. I was an avid juicer, and it was messy, it was expensive, and it didn't always taste really good. Most of the time it tasted horrendous, actually. But I did it because I knew it was the only way I could get the nutrients into me that I needed. I knew I couldn't eat what I needed to get into me, so juicing was what I had to do until, thankfully, someone introduced Juice Plus, which when I started taking it, even with all my juicing, I didn't feel the effects that I got as when I started taking Juice Plus. So what Juice Plus showed me was, because I understood the importance of fruit and veg, I knew I needed to get more into me, but I never understood the power of fruit and veg. and the nutrients and those phytonutrients until I got Juice Plus into my body. And that's when I saw the changes. For me, it was my energy levels. They came back to where they were pre-MS. I noticed my skin, my hair, my nails, and just felt balanced. And I'm here today at 43, and I haven't had a relapse. I feel better now than I did in my early 30s, and I feel confident about my health and where it's going. And I don't know what life is going to throw at me, but I do know that by putting this into my body every single day, that I'm doing the very best I can for it. And being as passionate as I am about the product, the business was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer for me, just like Katie. I was a stay-at-home mum at the time, and I wanted to cover the cost of our product. That was my motivation to joining the business. But then I started to see what this business could offer me outside of just covering the cost of my product. I could see that it could give me choices that I didn't ever think could ever be possible again without me returning to the corporate world. And that was something that I did not want to do. I wanted to be at home with my boys. And the wonderful thing about this business is, as Katie said, you can spend the summer holidays. We've just had 2 months here of summer holidays, and it's my 100% focus has been on my boys, and that's a gift that this business has given us as a family. But the greatest gift it's given me, apart from giving me my confidence back as a mum, I think I lost a lot of confidence becoming a mum, and becoming a stay-at-home mom as well, because I lost my financial independence. And with that, your identity goes. So the business really, really gave me my confidence back, and just gave me back, which I will forever be grateful for as well. And then as I went on my journey with this business, I've been involved 7 years. One thing in the back of my mind, I always wanted to come home to Ireland for a spell. As Katie said, I've lived in Australia for 15 years, and my husband's Australian, my boys are very Australian. And this business has allowed us to come back to Ireland for 18 months and fulfill a dream of mine that I didn't see as something I would ever be able to do until I joined this business, when I saw what is possible if you want it. And that's the beauty of this, is this can be whatever you want it to be if you want it. The sky's the limit, and that's why I love it. And the community, it's just a phenomenal community. We moved back, and you've got an instant community of friends back here. And no matter where you go in the world with this business, you'll always have friends, because there's always people in over 26, 27 countries that are doing it, and you can just tap into those communities wherever you go. So that's my story, and I'm going to pass the baton on to Lee, the lovely Lee. Lee is a very active mom, currently training for the Dublin City Marathon, isn't that right? I don't know. I know where you get your energy, actually. I don't know if I could do a marathon, but absolutely amazing. And she's going to share her story with us tonight.
Thanks a million, Sheila, and thanks for sharing your story. And like you said, between yourself and Katie, you learn so much every time you listen to the stories. So I'm training for a marathon, and that's what led me to Juice Plus 4 years ago. I run my own business, and a busy mama too. Like most people, life is very, very busy. And then decided in the middle of it all to do my first ever Dublin Marathon. And just as we had kind of started out for the training, I knew my nutrition wasn't good, and I knew I needed to take something, but I didn't want to take anything artificial, and I didn't want to. I did walk into a protein shop one day in town, and I saw all these shiny bottles, and I went, oh my good God. And I looked at the ingredients on some of them and went, no, this isn't for me. I knew I needed something, but I couldn't, I didn't want that. So I fell across the Juice Plus. All I was told at the time, very unlike Katie, she knows the whole ins and outs of Juice Plus. All I heard was it was fruit and vegetables, it was natural, and it was in a capsule. And I went, yes, absolutely, that's what I need. I need fruit and vegetables. I'm not eating enough of them. I didn't really know the importance of it at the time. And I took it because I needed something, but I wasn't looking for any benefits. I was exhausted at the time, and that's just putting it mildly. I was heading to bed every night at 8 o'clock because I had a little baby that didn't sleep, and I had a very stressful business that I run. So I was going from work to home to bed, and that afternoon slump, or for me it was at 5 o'clock in the evening when I was hopping in the car to pick up my 2 kids from the childminders, and I used to. And it's a horrible feeling to have. You're driving and going, oh my God, I'm exhausted. And to know that you're going home to 2 kids. My husband has his own business, so he was working as well. And not having the energy that you need to spend time with them and play with them and do whatever you want to do. And go to bed with them at 8 o'clock. It was kind of like ridiculous. So 6 weeks in, it was my energy that I noticed straight away. Like just like that in the evening time, not going to bed, having more energy. And that slump of that hopping into the car and that feeling was gone, and that was really, really amazing for me. I'm 4 years in, and I have to say, hand on heart, I never get fatigued. So I'm on my 3rd Dublin City Marathon. I ran for 2.5 hours yesterday. I worked all day today and did a speed session this evening. My recovery is so much better. It's just I do take the complete shake. I take it as my protein 20 minutes to half an hour after my run for my muscle repair. I find it absolutely brilliant for that as well. So I have no soreness and no fatigue. And as I said, that's brilliant. Also, very shortly after being on Juice Plus, I was introduced to the Children's Health Study. So like you explained earlier, I can sponsor, both my kids are sponsored, both myself and my husband are on Juice Plus, and we sponsor our 2 kids. One little one was on the gummies, but just recently went up to the capsules, and Kayla is on the capsules for the last 4 years as well. I myself haven't had an antibiotic in the last 4 years. Kayla and Robin are absolutely flying. I've really noticed a huge change in Robin's appetite. Firstly, like they're drinking an awful lot more water. But Robin actually would eat a lot more raw vegetables than any child I've ever seen, and she would head to the fridge and just pick out whatever she wants and go around the house and eat them. Her appetite has changed so much, which is absolutely brilliant. They haven't been sick. I'm giving a double dose at the moment just because the kids are heading back to school, and there's so many bugs and flus and stuff, and Robin is just starting school, so it's going to be all kind of new environment for her. So I'm just giving her a little bit of extra just to pump her up. We haven't had the colds and flus or the bugs with Kayla in school. She's a very, very active little girl. So for us, it's a no-brainer. It's been a complete educational change as well. The company really do educate you on the importance of fruit and vegetables. As I said, everybody knows fruit and veg are good for you, but they don't really know why or what it can do for you if you get, like you said, you're bridging the gap, Sheila, to what we should be eating and what we really do eat. I'm in the food and catering industry, and I still would not in any day get 7 servings of raw fruit and veg into my system. So it's just bridging the gap. The company, as I said, they really do educate you on different simple changes that you can make in your lifestyle as well. And I see it with my kids and them growing up with those changes, and this in our life is a huge benefit to me and my family. And it's something that we will always be taking. And that's me, if that's okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Lee. I love hearing your story, especially about your running. And you're doing the Dublin Marathon this autumn? Yes,
October. Yeah, we've about 9 weeks to go. Yeah.
Great, fantastic. And Sheila, I love hearing your story too. It's so inspiring. You're great ladies, both of you. And Sheila, did I hear a rumour you might be staying a little bit longer than December?
Yes, it is a rumour.
Well,
yes.
We'll try our best to keep
it's more than a rumour. It's more than a rumour.
We'll try our best to keep you here for a bit longer anyway. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, that took the time to come on the call tonight. I know it is a bank holiday. Please get in touch with the person who invited you onto the call if you'd like any more information, and we will see you all next week. Okay, bye.